So here I am on a Friday night, just trying something new. Let me just type this all really quick and then we'll go over it when I actually input it. Now we've written down everything I want to put in. First, I'm just saying, hey, I want you to help me with a project of mine and provide me information as to how you would see it having the best odds. Now we're gonna set the environment. So let's see if this input is too much. I like this. It's not a no-brainer. A month. Hello, it's Friday now, so it's the end of the week. Normally I'm gonna chill and relax, but today I wanted to try and see if I can get the second episode of the vlog in. Last time we ended with the 10-step plan that we have, so basically 10 steps to hopefully complete the podcast concept that we're trying to do, or I'm trying to do. And we also envisioned for each step along the way what kind of mistakes we can make or I can make, and what kind of caveats there are for me to be aware of. So in today's episode, I want to see how ChatGPT can optimize this. So we're just gonna open ChatGPT. You have to make an account for OpenAI. The link is chat.open.com, openai.com. There you can make an account, just register and log in, and then you are free to make new chats. So let's get a new chat. So how most people use ChatGPT is basically a smart Google or something like, I want to enhance my view or my subject that I want to know more about, and then you just ask a more in-depth question about that subject that generally Google fails to answer accurately. So today I want to show what the real possibilities are, or a possibility of the ChatGPT, that is by training it actually. So important with an AI like ChatGPT is that you actually can train it first before you ask the questions that you want to know. So first you lay out the situation, what is happening, what kind of objectives you have, what kind of information you're looking from it, and then it can more accurately give a description of how to obtain those objectives. So here I am on a Friday night, just trying something new. Let's get started. So the last time we ended with the 10-step plan. So this time we want to specify to ChatGPT first what we want to do, and maybe a good way to do this is make a new blank Word document. Here we can be like, what do you say this? Input to ChatGPT. So basically we're gonna write what input we're gonna give to ChatGPT, what we want to give first as information, and then it can make some predictions using that information. So first, let's see, our goal to make a podcast. My goal is a podcast with friends and family. Let me just type this all really quick, and then we'll go over it when I actually input it. It's maybe way easier than me just trying to come with this information on the spot and be like somewhat entertaining and all. So see you guys in a bit. Now we've written down everything I want to put in. So I will just paste it, and then I'll talk about it when I'm pasting it. So first, I'm just saying, hey, I want you to help me with a project of mine and provide me information as to how you would see it having the best odds. You can propose multiple improvements on any detail or event I am describing to you. First, I will set the environment to inform you of the general scope of the project. Then, I will lay out the progress I've made so far. Afterwards, I would like you to provide me with detailed feedback about the caveats in this project, how I can optimize it, how I can promote it in the best way, what you would focus on, how I can make this better experience, and how I can manage it in the best way. He says, sure, I'd be happy, or I'd be happy to help you with the project. Please go ahead and provide me with details and progress you've made so far, and I'll do my best to offer you feedback and suggestion on how to optimize it. Now we're gonna set the environment. Putting it in here. My goal is to make spontaneous podcasts with friends and family that are centered around three main topics: addiction, self development, and innovation. I want to be some kind of mediator to this conversation, and people can enlist themselves to join in the podcast to express their opinions. It is all about open conversation and getting the right nuances on certain topics. I want to stream this to YouTube and cut the videos in segments of subject matter afterwards. In segments of subject matter. Afterwards, I want to make short videos to be able to share on YouTube and TikTok. I had more to type, so it went a bit too fast. I'll just say I have more to add, so let's see if I'm not doing this in one full go because sometimes it can be too much. So let's see if this input is too much. Progress so far. I've done a couple of 10 podcasts already, ranging from 1 hour to 3 hours in time, and have made about 50 YouTube videos from them. It is usually done on Monday evenings, as this is the start of the week, and I believe the most difficult day of the week. From streaming the podcast to actually having YouTube videos and possibly short videos will cost a lot of time that I will not always have. I have not had much success, but I also realize that I've not been active for so long, plus minus 3 months. I also have a Reddit page which I haven't started yet, as I don't know how. I came up with a 10-step plan that I want to try my best and have made an effort to evaluate any caveats it has. Here it goes. Idea: podcast with multiple people about subjects mentioned above, invite them to speak on my podcast and provide them with a Google spreadsheet link and add them to the WhatsApp group, so that only I can make announcements so that people can easily find essential information, such as the spreadsheet link, for example. Second step: create a Google spreadsheet to note down topics that other people propose, and it will have a calendar on the second page. They will propose a topic, a small description, and their Gmail account for later on. Third step: everyone with a link can propose such a topic and add possible dates and times, maybe, that they will be able to have the podcast. The topic creator will be able to join me live if they would want this. Other people can join live on Discord call where I will be able to mediate conversation more easily. Step 4 and 5 will be simultaneously. So I choose a date that I also would have the possibility to have this podcast. I make an announcement on WhatsApp when I have chosen a date. Then, step 5, people can add their name and Gmail to a pending or accepted date of a certain topic. Then, step 6 will be I will send Gmail agenda invites to everyone that put their name in a calendar at the given topic, including the creator. Step 7, people accept these invites. Easy to do because it's just one click, I think, in a mail. It's the most easy option, I would say. And it will add this event to their agenda to keep better track of. Step 8, I prepare several questions regarding the topic. Step 9, at least 1 week in advance, I will mail the questions to everyone involved so that they have the time to prepare these questions. And the final step, step 10, we meet at a given location and time to have the podcast about a given topic, and we all express our opinions, and we will see what opinion statements, whatever, resonate with us. Then I say you have feedback. So quite small, the feedback. Actually, I would expect a little bit more, I guess. I don't know. I can always ask to elaborate on it. So, it sounds like you have a good foundation for your project and have already made progress in creating content for your YouTube channel. However, there are some areas where you could improve and optimize your approach to make your project more successful. Here are some suggestions. Marketing and promotion. In order to reach a wider audience, you may want to consider promoting your podcast and YouTube channel through social media platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can create accounts for your project on these platforms and share highlights and clips from your podcast to attract more viewers. Okay. So instead of TikTok and YouTube shorts, he also wants me to do Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. This is I'll ask more about how I can efficiently do that. How would I do this efficiently as to get similar content to all platforms? Second second point. Consistency. Consistency is key when it comes to building an audience. It's important to have a regular schedule for your podcasts and YouTube videos so that your viewers know when to expect new content. Consider setting a specific day and time for your podcasts and videos, such as every Monday at 7 p.m. I think this one is okay. I still have to do it. Yeah, kinda odd, but this Monday I will not be able to do it at 7, but normally I would do it at 7, so I guess the consistency is not really there, but I am trying my best. So I think it's gonna be a variety of consistency, doing the BTB shotcast maybe on the Mondays, and then these kind of podcasts on other days if I have the time for them. But I think if I can plan it well and don't fill up my week too much, I will be able to do them. Third point, engagement. It's important to engage with your audience and make them feel like they are part of the conversation. You can do this by encouraging them to submit topics and questions, responding to comments on your YouTube videos, and interacting with them on your social media. So I would say I've not really reached that point yet. Yeah, I had a few commenters, but I didn't really say much about it. Maybe I should. Okay, this one is fair. I'll do this more. Fourth point. Content optimization. To make your content more engaging and shareable, consider breaking up longer podcasts into shorter segments and highlighting key points. You can also experiment with different formats such as interviews or debates. Okay, interviews or debates. I like this. Fifth point, collaboration. Consider collaborating with other creators in your niche to reach new audiences and bring fresh perspectives to your broadcasts. I think, yeah, it's fair. Just don't know how to do it, but definitely a fair point. Okay, so we have three things: Hootsuite, whatever this is, trial, pricing, course. A month? Wait, what? This is the other one, buffer. $6 a month. Channel. Mean. One channel, right? Three. Connected to three channels. Wait, what? Okay. Easy. Alright. So I'm doing that one. What format should I use for each platform given that I start with one long podcast. Let's go to the second one, consistency. If a full-time job, you should consider recording your podcasts and editing your videos on weekends and then releasing them on day of the week, such as every other Wednesday. You can also consider recording multiple podcasts in advance and then scheduling their release for specific dates. It will allow you to maintain a consistent schedule even if you're busy with work or other commitments. The key is to set a schedule that you can realistically stick to and communicate the schedule to your viewers so that they know what to expect, when to expect new content. Third one, engagement. Encourage feedback and questions. At the end of each episode, encourage your listeners to submit their feedback and questions via social media, email, or your website. This will create a sense of community and encourage your listeners to become more invested in your project. Respond to comments. Take the time to respond to comments on your YouTube videos and social media platforms. This will show your audience that you value their input and are interested in their opinions. Host Q&A sessions. Set up a Q&A session on social media or during one of your podcast episodes. This will allow you to engage directly with your audience and answer any questions that they may have. Use social media to connect with your audience. Use social media to connect with your audience and share behind the scene footage or updates about upcoming episodes. This will create a more personal connection. Here, collaborate with your audience. Consider inviting your audience to podcast record segments or appearing as guests. This will make your audience okay. So I guess this one is pretty okay already. Fourth one, content optimization. Interview in this format, you could invite guests who are experts in the fields of addiction, self-development, and innovation, and conduct interviews with them. This will help you bring the fresh perspectives and insights to your audience. Debate format. You could also consider having debates or discussions with your guests or audience members on specific topics related to addiction, blah blah. This format can create an interesting dynamic and help your audience to engage with the topics more deeply. Panel format. Another option could be to invite a panel of guests who can discuss a topic in depth, share their perspectives, and have a lively conversation. This format can provide different viewpoints and encourage audience participation. Solo talk format. You could also consider doing solo talks on topics related. Okay. Okay. Then the fifth one, collaboration. A good way to start collaborating with other creators in your niche would be to reach out to them directly through social media or email. You can introduce yourself and your project and express your interest in collaborating with them on a podcast episode, YouTube video. Be sure to highlight what you can bring to the table and what you hope to achieve through the collaboration. It's important to be professional and respectful in your approach. Be flexible and open to their ideas and suggestions. You can also attend events and conferences related to your niche to meet other creators in person and network with them. Okay. I don't know what to do with this one. Not really the answer I was hoping for, but I guess it's the obvious one. Last improvement question. How would you approach this project in order to save as much time as possible whilst also providing quality qualitative content? Plan and schedule your content in advance. Use a content calendar to plan out your top podcast topics and videos ideas for the next few weeks or months. This way you can prepare in advance and avoid scrambling for content at the last minute. Fair enough, fair enough. Batch record and edit. Record multiple podcast episodes or videos in one sitting to save time on setup and editing. This will also help maintain consistency in your content. Double podcasts. Whew, sounds like a heavy shit. Maybe it's for Saturday, maybe podcast Saturdays for the boys out there. Use transcription services. consider using a transcription service to transcribe your broadcast into text, which can be repurposed for blog posts, social media posts, or other forms of content. This can save time on creating new content from scratch. I actually have all transcripts with Otter.ai, AI you can use. So I'm actually doing that already. Use video editing software. Use video editing software to streamline your editing process and create professional looking videos. You can also use templates to speed up the editing process. The templates, maybe, I don't know, probably want to do it my own, I guess. That's just me. Outsource tasks. Consider outsourcing certain tasks such as social media management or video editing to freelancers or agencies to save time and focus on creating content. Yeah, don't want to put in that money right now to hire somebody. Probably made some things more clear for me. I don't think it's too much new stuff, but I think just having it written down what I have to do, what I have to try to do, and especially I think this one can be a very good helper. Then I'll see what I can do next, and maybe it gets better. Who knows? But you want to find out if it never happened. So if you see, does it mean it happened, or has a tree not fallen yet?